or you're not. Thank you very much, GSP. Mr. President, in the last 1-2 months, Nigerians have been suffering and complaining and shouting on the price hike of airline. Traveling from Abuja or traveling from Asaba.
Distinguished colleagues, Senator Abdul Fatai Buhari, the chairman of the Senate Committee on
Aviation.
On aviation, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Discussed this issue with me, that even to take a flight of 35 minutes from here to Enugu, that is 500,000, and that it used to be 100 and something thousand. So that kind of I don't want the social media to misquote me. So I would just say that kind of fantastic hike is worrisome, because what it means is that for one way ticket, the minimum wage is spent by 5 times. Minimum wage is 70,000. So one ticket takes away 5 months of minimum wage. We can't afford it. Nigerians will not afford it. And then this period of festivities, it means that people will not be able to move from one side to the other. But it also raises another point. It raises the issue of Nigerian Air. Because if we had Nigerian Airways, we would not need to talk to private airlines. They can charge what they like. If the Nigerian Airways that belongs to Nigeria, with taxpayers' money, would have been sympathetic to the plight of Nigerians, and then the so-called Shylock private airlines would have had no passengers, and that would have forced them to bring down their prices. So I think it's something you can raise, and let us see what prayers you have. Those in support that he be allowed to proceed for a few minutes say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please proceed.
Fatai, or you're not. Mr. President, in the last 2-3 months, Nigerians have been complaining seriously about the price hike of airline and finding it very difficult to travel from one destination to the other.
Take your seat.
Mr. President, can you believe it that from Abuja to Lagos ranges from 400 to 650,000, and then from here to Enugu is about 500,000. Even from here to Ilorin is about 450,000. When we noticed all this, the committee, we decided to even investigate further. And we now find out that cut across, people cannot afford to travel. And looking at the festive period that is coming up now, Mr. President, it is important we wave in to help Nigerians because of this festive period that is coming, that people want to move from one place to the other, particularly since our road is becoming a bit difficult to travel on. Mr. President, we decided to interact with the airline owners. They also have 1 or 2 things, but we've not called them formally. Maybe after the Senate has decided, we can now invite them to know why the price is so high like this, and then we can now insist that go and bring down your price, because we don't want a situation that by the time from 20th, 21st, 22nd, they will now be saying traveling from here to Enugu will be 1 million naira. That's the prayer. So, to invite them, yeah. Okay. Maybe. Mr. President, the prayer is just that we need to invite the stakeholders, particularly the airline owners and our agency, for us to interact, because like one of my colleagues said, 150,000 is what he paid for here to Enugu. But yesterday, when he was buying his ticket, he paid 500,000. Yesterday, my own experience, I was with Cyril at the airport yesterday. When he got his flight for 560,000 from Lagos to Abuja, at that time, I was just laughing because mine was about 400. So, Mr. President, we need to take a very immediate decision before the festive period so that Nigerians will be able to have easy Xmas and be happy, and it will make, we can help them to enable them to travel from one place to the other, so that we need urgently to call the AOL, that's Association of Airline Owner and FULLL and NCAA, to interact with them before the festive period. I so move, sir.
Yes, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu.
I could have supported the motion, but I would totally disagree with it. Please, and my colleagues.
Come again.
In supporting the motion, I first of all supported the motion, but I also disagree with the motion because what you are talking about. No, I support the motion, but give me an opportunity to explain to you. Give me opportunity to. I support the motion, but I have to have some explanation to Mr. President. Mr. President, I think this motion that he brought, it looked nice on the surface, but it does not work for the airline owners. It's not going to work because this is a law of demand and supply. The spare parts are costly, everything is very high, and you cannot put the life of our citizens. No, it must go. It must go. But, okay, I'll take back that.
President, my distinguished colleagues, my remain. Okay, it's coming up. Thank you, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues. I remain Mohammed Adamu Aleru, representing the good people of Kebbi State. Mr. President, I rise to second the motion ably moved by the chairman of Aviation Committee, Senator Abdul Fattah Buhari. Mr. President, in supporting this motion, I want to say that the airfares, as announced by the airlines and as stated by by Senator Buhari, is to say the least outrageous and unaffordable as far as Nigerian people are concerned. An airfare from here to Lagos costing above 500,000 naira is too exorbitant. Just one way, not even round trip, is too exorbitant. As you rightly said, when the synopsis of the motion was given, that the minimum wage for Nigerians is 70,000 naira. It means a civil servant will have to save 5 months' salary or even 6 months' salary before he could afford one-way ticket to Lagos. And in going to Kebbi myself, I have to spend close to about 700,000 naira. Mr. President, this is unaffordable. And there has not been corresponding increase in aviation fuel. There has not been corresponding increase in the airport charges from either FULLL, NCAA, or Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. So we need to summon all the stakeholders and question them on why this hike is announced. And not only that, Mr. President, we need to halt this increase in order to save Nigerians from exploitation. Mr. President, it is normal for airlines at the end of the year to increase fares, but not as it is announced today. Increase of 10 to 15% is understandable, but not increase of over 200%. So if we do that, honestly speaking, Mr. President, we are allowing exploitation of Nigerians. I therefore move that we should invite the NCAA, the FULLL, the airline operators of Nigeria, and other stakeholders to discuss this matter exhaustively. But in the interim, they should suspend this price hike. I so move, Mr. President.
I remain Senator Peter Nwebonyi with the golden crown of Ebonyi senatorial zone. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to lend my voice in support of this very important and indeed people-oriented motion moved by the Senate Committee Chairman on Aviation on the urgent need to review downwards the cost of air ticket in our aviation industry, Mr. President. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, just this morning, I called my personal assistant to get a ticket for me for 13th of December from Abuja to Enugu. And shockingly, Mr. President, the cost for one-way ticket from Abuja to Enugu is 500,000 naira for Airpeace and 460,000 naira for Ibom Air. Mr. President, this is unheard of. This is unheard of. This is over 400% increment at a go. We never had it this way, Mr. President. And that takes us to the question to the Ministry of Aviation of Federal Republic of Nigeria. When are we going to have back our Nigeria Air? If countries like Ghana can have Ghana Air, Ivory Coast have theirs, other countries have theirs, when will Nigeria have our own public transport system, Nigeria Airline? Because we are overdue to have this, Mr. President. So I hereby support this motion, and I want to call on the Minister of Aviation to rise to the occasion and save Nigerians from this unwanted and unfounded extortion by the private airline operators. Thank you, Mr. President.
It is very clear that Nigerians are being exploited, so I want a solution. Come, Abdul Fattah, did you propose a solution? Olamileko.
The solution to this quagmire we have found ourselves of this sudden rise in the price of aviation tickets is for us to bring together all the relevant stakeholders to the table. Because Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, as much as he loved the motion, he raised a very vital point, that the cost of spare parts. And I would want to support that because it is not Nigerians who have asked any airline operator to buy a plane of over 30 years, of over 40 years. Secondly, sir.
Come. Those are, even he knows.
Exactly.
Those are new planes.
Exactly,
the
sir.
one they are going on with is about 59 years old.
Exactly, sir.
What's
Secondly,
59 years old?
Senator Alero has raised a vital issue. There is no corresponding increase in aviation fuel or aviation taxes by Federal Aviation Authority. Fine. Thirdly, sir, there will thirdly, issue related to foreign exchange. I'm of the opinion that in the past, there is this intervention by the Central Bank of Nigeria, while so many airline operators were given some consideration, in some exemption, concessional rates. And up to now, and I know it's still on. So there is need for us, having known all these facts, to bring all these relevant stakeholders and confront them.
So the Senate condemns the sudden abysmal rise or increase in the airfares.
In the airfare.
And resolves to invite
all relevant stakeholders
in
the aviation sector,
including the Minister of Aviation, to urgently appear before the Senate. In order to go on.
In order to address this airfare hike in the aviation sector.
Thank you. Gonda, Senator Abaribe. Senator Abaribe, you have moved a motion that in view of this abysmal increase of over 300-400% in the cost of aviation tickets, that the Senate should invite all relevant stakeholders immediately to appear before the Senate Committee on Aviation and other relevant committees immediately to avoid exploitation of Nigerians and disruption of travel plans for this
Thank you,
Christmas
Mr.
period.
President. My name is Saying. I support or second the motion ably moved by Senator Lamileku with regard to airfare. I so second.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues. That we should, as a matter of urgency, invite the relevant stakeholders in the aviation industry, including the Minister of Aviation, NCA, and FAN and others, to a closed-door meeting with the Senate to discuss the abysmal rise in airfares, to avoid exploitation of Nigerians, and also to alleviate the suffering of people and avoid disruption in travels during this Christmas period. And that this should be done immediately. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So we believe that this should be done this week. What dates? Huh? Astronomical. Huh? Yes. Thank you. Sorry, Senator Oshumole, you are right. It should be astronomical. Astronomical increase in airfare.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
take him. Additional prayer? When they come now. Because Chairman Aviation, this is to be dealt with immediately. So you refer to the Senate on our next sitting, but it must be done in the next few days. Leader of the Senate. Leader of the Senate.